rushed us and obviously outscored us. They had more yards than we did. And I thought coming into the game that we could have an advantage there, but their defense did a nice job on us, and their offense, they did about whatever they wanted to in the run game, with two guys over 100 and 290 yards. We just didn't tackle well. We weren't fit well. And a second week in a row, we came down to a chance to win and had a turnover not to. And so it's, disappointing for the guys that we didn't win either one of those games. But I'm going to give Memphis credit. They played a really, really good game and well coached.
Go ahead, Tom. What was your take on the 2-minute drive you guys had going, what you wanted to do there?
Yeah. Well, we knew he had 3 timeouts, so we were in a church situation. So at the 2-minute mark, we wanted to get a first down because we wanted to get him out of his timeouts, but we weren't going to score. And so at that particular time in the game. Now, we may have changed to do that later on once he got out of his timeouts, but at that point, when we fumbled, I think he'd only used one of them, and we were trying to get a first down, and then we were going to decide whether he was going to let us score or whether we were just going to nil it out and kick the field goal. But we still needed another first down to get him out of his timeouts, and as you've seen, he went 95 on us in no time before, so we were trying to take all the clock we possibly could. Unfortunately, we fumbled, and at that point, game was over.
They won the turnover battle 3-1.
Yeah.
How did that play into this game?
I think it was 3-2. I think Miguel had one and Julian had one, but it certainly played a factor. Obviously, the last one played a major factor. They all do. Mike feels terrible, and I hate it for him because he's been such a great player for us. He still is. He just happened to they jarred the ball loose from him. But we lost turnover battle by 1 last week and lost by 6 and lost it by 1. So it has some major relevance in the game. Obviously, the last two fumbles at the same time in the game 2 weeks in a row.
Sam, what did you see into the first half, their touchdown? What did you see on that play?
Well, we were in pretty good coverage, I thought, and I felt like we got pushed off on whether we did or not, I don't know, but I felt like we did, and we'll look at it on tape. But I thought when they threw the flag, it was on them, not us. But evidently, it was what he saw, and what I saw was different, and that's why he's official.
Another flag was kind of the holding on Omega.
Yeah.
Taylor's long run. How difficult is it to swallow when 2 questionable calls like that play such a big difference in the outcome?
Well, I appreciate the comment and all that, but to be honest with you, if we as bad as we played at times on offense, defense, if we just hang on to the ball there, we win, and it's not as big a deal. But I appreciate the comment.
You guys have had a ton of success on 3rd down this season.
Yeah, one today.
Right. Where was the
A little bit with that Mike run through. We had problems a little bit with Mike run through. They were pretty aggressive in the secondary, and Taylor didn't take off as much this week as he had in prior weeks, but we for whatever reasons, and we were in 3rd and a little bit longer, more than probably what we've been in the past as well. But we didn't, we were number 1 going in the country coming in, and we didn't convert. I think we were 3 for whatever today.
Sam, what was your reaction to Mike's fumble? Did you know it was knocked out initially?
Did it he or I or?
Just your gut reaction.
I saw it on the ground, so I was hoping that some part of his knee or something was down, but I saw it on the ground. They made a good call on that. We fumbled the ball, but I saw it out on the ground.
What did you say to the team in the locker room after the game?
Yes, we got a lot of work to do. We tried to fix some things. Defensively, we were trying to fix some things from a week ago. I don't know how much we got fixed, to be honest with you, with a 500-yard day on us. But I told them we got to get to work. Offensively, we we were in field goal range on the second to last drive, and we got sacked, that took us out. We're going to go up 8, assuming he makes the field goal. So we wasted some points there where, instead of them scoring, going for 2, not making, them score, going for 2 and losing, so. But the bottom line, you can name 1,000 scenarios on there. We can't let a team go 95 to take the lead on. We just can't, and they went by pretty easy. So we have to do a better job there.
I mean, 28 points in the first 20 minutes of the game. Easy to point to the red zone turnovers, but what changed in just 3 minutes?
I think the biggest thing was we weren't running the ball, in the second half, and on first down we were trying to run the ball, and we were making negative yardage, and I think that was probably the biggest thing of the second half. We made a conscious effort because we were running it pretty good in the first half that we were going to try to run and play action a little bit more in the second half, and it's hard to play action when the run's not doing very good, so we just started behind the chains, to be honest with you.
Coach, why do you think it is that Taylor couldn't take off as much as that Memphis defense thing?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I don't know why he elected not to take off like he normally does, but you'd have to ask him.
So to be so close 2 weeks in a row, do you get frustrated? What do you tell the team?
Well, the first thing you do is you look internally. I look at myself, I look at the staff and what we can do better. Are we playing as well as we can with who we have and all that stuff? And the answer is no. So we have to continue to find out what our kids can do a little bit better. And now that hadn't been any concern offensively for, the first 3 weeks. There's some stuff we obviously have to look at after the day where we can get better offensively as well. But we haven't played great this year yet defensively, and we got to figure out why. Is there something that we can do a little bit better? We thought we had it fixed today, but for them to have 500 yards on us, we obviously didn't.
Were you surprised by either the lateral and the interception play or the onside kick?
Well, the lateral, no, we weren't surprised there because we picked it off, and the onside kick, no, because we recovered it. So really, neither one of them we were surprised on.
How much was ball security? Like, did you stress in that moment coming out of the 2?
Oh yeah, I was stressed that and stressed on Church. We didn't want to score, but we had to get another first down. Oh, we didn't have to, but you want to leave 50 seconds on the clock for them? I don't. And at some point, we had to figure out. We talked about whether we were going to kick a field goal or whether we were going to score on them, or had the opportunity to score on them. And at some point, I thought he might let us score to get the ball back, but he had used his timeout. We had the first down. He would have used the second one. We would have made him use his third one, and then we would have figured out what we want to do. But obviously, at that point, we were in great, easy field goal range to win the game.
Soren came out early in the game, and then
Who?
Soren.
Yeah.
And his tackling didn't seem to be.
No, I think he's something. Has to be something to do with that hamstring again, Tom. Has to be because he wasn't running like he normally does. Not at all.
How's Taylor? Because there was a moment where one play where he stayed down for a while. And it seemed like
I think he's running the ball more, so I think he's a little bit beat up. So he's got some soreness to him, and he's tough. So if he stayed down at all, that means he was sore, hurt. But we have to have his legs as well to win, and so he's probably been hit a little bit more in the run game than what he